All right, y'all, we are back with another video. Now, before we get to the video, please put prayers for Donald Trump in the comment section. We must protect President Trump at all costs because there's some lunatics out here. These people are crazy, or they are willing to do anything right now. But I definitely had to bring y'all this video because Marjorie Taylor Greene absolutely lost her mind. She went off on Kim Cheetah, the Secret Service director, because she don't want to answer any questions on why did she let Donald Trump go out there when they had already knew that it was a shooter trying to shoot at Donald Trump. And they already knew about it an hour ahead of time, but yet she still let Donald Trump go out there on the stage. I mean, Nancy Mace went off on her. Byron Donalds went off on her. Everybody in Congress in this meeting just straight went off on her because she kept dodging questions like she always do. Don't want to answer anything, running from questions, trying to lead everything back to the FBI. I mean, this right here is crazy. So like I said before, Marjorie Taylor Greene wants to know and asked her, why did you send President Trump out there? Did you want him taken out? Is that the reason why you let him go out there when y'all already knew about the threat an hour ahead of time? And that's exactly what Marjorie Taylor Greene did. So without further ado, we're going to go and dive straight into this. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel with your notifications on so you can stay up to date with everything that's going on. I'm not going to interrupt this video. I'm going to let y'all watch the entire video of Marjorie Taylor Greene going completely off. And she was not playing around at all. I can tell you that. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into it, y'all. Let's go.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Cheadle, I'd like to remind you that you're under oath. The site team has a senior supervisor, an advanced team, a protective intelligence team, a counter sniper element, and detail. Who was the agent in charge? How long has she been the agent in charge? And what is her Secret Service background?
So I'm not going to provide a name.
Why not? You're here to answer our
This
questions.
forum, I'm not going to provide names of.
You stated in your testimony, you said, I am here today to answer your questions.
That is correct.
Answer the question.
I'm not going to provide names of our personnel. To
Why
this
not?
committee today?
The American people are demanding these answers from you today, Ms. Cheadle.
I will do the best to provide you accurate information based on the facts that I have at this time.
You're not answering our questions. The advance element coordinates with other intel or law enforcement partners, identifies threats and weaknesses at the sites and movements. We'd like a copy of the advance report. Have you brought it here with you today?
We will comply with the request for the documentation that has been requested.
When will that be, Ms. Cheadle? Because you should have brought it today.
I am certain that our personnel are working on obtaining all of that documentation.
I don't believe you, and neither do the people watching this hearing. You're not doing well, as Mr. Moskowitz informed you. You've been sitting here for over 3 hours, and I have you know the entire country is demanding you resign and demanding that you be fired if you do not resign. Things are not going well for you. You need to answer the questions. Was there a protective intelligence team, and what technical resources were utilized for that event, specifically drone or helicopter assets?
There were a number of technical assets that were deployed for that event, and there was a protective intelligence team that was assigned to that event.
Why was Crooks able to fly a drone over the entire area the day of the rally and the day of his assassination attempt?
To my knowledge, he did not fly the drone over the entire area.
How did he fly a drone over the area, period? Any part of the area?
Again, I would have to go back and check the timeline of when that took place and when the event.
Why didn't you bring the timeline with you today to answer our questions?
I don't have all of the answers on the timelines based on the criminal investigation.
Were you not prepared today to answer our questions?
I am prepared to answer the questions based on the information and wanted to be able to provide.
Do you have a timeline do you have a timeline at all from any of the day?
I have a timeline that does not have specifics.
That's shocking. That is absolutely unacceptable. That means you are a failure at your job. Let's talk about things that are prohibited in Trump rallies. And I've been to a lot of Trump rallies. Backpacks and bags. bicycles, firearms, any type of weapon, or any other item determined to be a potential safety hazard, like a rangefinder would be one. At 5:10, Crooks is first observed by one of the snipers, AGR Sniper 1, at the building. 5:10, President Trump was shot in the face at 6:11 p.m. 5:28, AGR Sniper 1 takes a picture of a bicycle and 2 bags. Those belong to Crooks. 5:32, AGR Sniper 1 spots Crooks looking at his phone and using a rangefinder. 5:55, Butler ESU Command confirms receipt of photos and states they have been relayed on. 6:05 p.m., AGR Sniper 1 later communicates that Crooks is seen moving northeast in direction of Sheets and that Crooks has a backpack. 2 minutes before the shooting, while President Trump has been allowed to take the stage, people see Crooks laying on his stomach in a sniper position on the roof, and they're yelling he has a gun, and they are trying to alert law enforcement and Secret Service. Why was Crooks not shot by the snipers? Why was he allowed to be there?
As soon as the individual was identified as a threat, they were...
No. What do you consider to be a threat? A man with a gun laying in a sniper position, a man that had a backpack, a man that had a bicycle, a man that had a rangefinder. At what point is he determined a threat?
An individual with a backpack is not a threat. An individual with a rangefinder is not a threat.
What about a man laying on a building that has direct line of sight of President Trump with a gun that people are screaming and pointing out? Is that a threat, Ms. Cheadle?
Once that individual was identified, they were neutralized.
No, they were neutralized. Crooks was neutralized after he shot President Trump in the face, Ms. Cheadle. Is he only a threat once he fires the weapon?
As soon as the counter sniper identified that individual, they were able to neutralize them.
How were people in the crowd? Okay, then let's just take it this way. People under your command did not consider him to be a threat, yet people in the crowd knew he had a gun and considered him to be a threat. That means that you are a complete failure as the director of the Secret Service, that people under your command don't perceive a man laying on a roof with direct line to the president with a gun. They don't perceive that to be a threat, yet the people in the crowd do. How is that possible?
That's the last question, but please answer the question, Ms. Director.
I'm not certain at this time how the information from the people in the crowd was relayed to any law enforcement personnel.
No, you knew, that everyone knew. The people there knew that there was a danger. They knew there was a threat to President Trump, and it was allowed to happen. Was there a stand-down order, Ms. Cheadle? No. Was there a conspiracy to kill President Trump?
Absolutely not.
Then how did this happen? And why are you still sitting here not turning in your letter of resignation?
Last question, but please answer, and then I'll recognize Ms. Presley. Please answer that question. Director.
That is what we are investigating to determine.
We're waiting for your letter. We are waiting for your letter of resignation, and you really need to consider doing that before you leave today.
Chair now recognize Ms.
Wow. As y'all can see, Marjorie Taylor Greene was not playing around. She said, was there a conspiracy for you to try to take out President Trump? And see, Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's smart. MTG is smart. She know exactly what went on. She know that Kimberly Cheetah tried to get Donald Trump taken out. That's why she didn't have, she probably was the one that told the sniper to stand down and allowed that shooter to fire shots, shooting Donald Trump and taking out a person in the crowd and hitting 2 more other people. She's responsible for all of that. She's responsible for all of that. Kim Cheetah should be going to jail. Because as we can see, she don't want to step down. You can tell when somebody's like Kim Cheetah, she don't want to step down. She feel like she did nothing wrong. Like this whole situation has nothing to do with her. That's the way she's taking it. She don't care about President Trump. If you watch this whole thing with the Congress stream, she wouldn't answer anything. She wouldn't answer anything. Everything they asked her about, did you try to do this to President Trump? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you let President Trump know that it was a threat, that y'all knew about this threat an hour beforehand? She keep, well, I can't talk right now. You know, it's still under investigation. She kept putting everything on the FBI. Why did she even come? She got subpoenaed to be there and didn't answer anything. This woman sat in there for 4 straight hours, and every one of her answers referred back to the FBI. I can't talk about it. The FBI, we still got it under investigation. We still trying to figure things out. Kim Cheetah, you had 9 days to prepare for this. You already knew the questions that was going to come your way. She knew the questions was coming, and she came unprepared. You know why she came unprepared? Because she don't care. That's why she don't want to step down, because she feel like she did nothing wrong. She keeps saying, we're going to take care of it. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. How can we believe anything she's saying when she won't even give us answers on what happened? What did y'all find? What else did y'all find in his phone? How long did y'all know he was there? She wouldn't answer anything. I'm telling you, she wouldn't answer a question. That's the reason why Byron Donalds and, like I said, Nancy Mace, MTG, that's why they went off on her like that, because it is just so frustrating that we almost lost President Trump. And then this woman, and then they even went ahead and asked her, okay, if President Trump would have got taken out, would you have stepped down? She said no. She said she would have never resigned. She would have still stayed in her position. She wasn't going to step down. They'll let you know right now, this woman don't care. She feel like can't nobody put it on her. Like, you the head of all of this. You responsible for what happened at that rally. And you don't want to take accountability. I mean, stuff like this just pisses you off. And that's the reason why everybody in there that was asking her questions said she need to step down. You need to resign. And she chooses not to. And like I said, at this point, let's see if Joe Biden gonna come out and fire her. He probably ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. That's the reason why I said his speech that he had against President Trump, that was fake. He don't care anything about Donald Trump. He wanted Donald Trump to get hit with that bullet. He came out, spoke for 2 minutes and left. Talking about I might come back if so and so. We knew Joe Biden wasn't coming back out. We knew he wasn't coming back out. So it just stuff like this that pisses you off. But we definitely got to get the other video where Nancy Mace absolutely went off on it. Just like Marjorie Taylor Greene said. Is it a conspiracy you was trying to take out President Trump? So if you just really just look at the way Kim Cheetah was looking the entire time, she looked guilty. She looked like she had something to do with this. That's the reason why everybody in there that was asking her questions say, ma'am, what are you hiding? Why you won't answer our questions? Why you keep leading everything back to the FBI? We are asking you. You in charge. You the head person in charge. You say you done had this job for over 20-something years, and you come in here unprepared, not answering any questions. I'm telling you now, y'all, she didn't answer nothing. Nothing. And it's just pathetic. So she needs to step down. Hopefully she get fired. But y'all please let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this. Thank you all for watching. And like I said, as more stuff come out, I will keep y'all updated. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.